Okay, good. We will start with the basics of LeanIX, and we'll slowly go through every details. So this is how the structure we are thinking. So the initial sessions will be more to the little theory base, like what is LeanIX and how to get started with LeanIX. So maybe I will show a walkthrough on LeanIX portal and how to go through different tabs inside the tool and how to work around in that. Then we will go to some modeling basics like what are the fact sheets and different type of fact sheets explaining how they are modeled and all those stuff. Uh, and then we will get into how to import data into LeanIX and how to create fact sheet manually within LeanIX and how to import Excel files into LeanIX if you have data in Excel files stored somewhere in your local computer, we can populate that into LeanIX that we will see. Then some use cases like application portfolio assessment. Then also like there are like several fact sheets around 10 or 12. So which are basic ones and which we will look at the modeling of these fact sheets, how they are modeled and all. Then again, meta model means again how these fact sheets are there and how what all sections are there, what attributes are being populated to these fact sheets. Those things we will look into. Then we will go to the diagrams and reports. In diagrams, we will try to understand which diagram we need to. There is like a data flow and a feed row, which one we need to select and what's the use case for both of them. Then we'll try to create a feed row diagram and using the applications which are there in the inventory. Then we will try to do some analysis within the diagrams. Then they will also look at the reports, library which is there, and the type of visualization and scenario we can create using these reports. Then we can also look at the how these reports use the meta model or the fact sheet data and how it is represented in the reports. Yeah, those kind of stuff we can look at it and different type of reports like landscape metrics, heat map, interface circle maps, different type of reports we can have a look at those things. Then some other collaboration features like to-dos and surveys, which were newly introduced in LeanIX, that we can also explore, and some automation features. We will try to explore those also. Then another use case like application rationalization, how LeanIX helps to do application rationalization. So this is what we are thinking of as a syllabus or the topics which we'll be covering during this training. So let me know if you have any questions and we can proceed. Or any topic you want to add or which is in your mind, any specific things you wanted to explore in LeanIX. So please feel free to let me know and we can include that in the training sessions. Okay, then we'll take silence as yes. There is nothing to add. Maybe then during the next sessions, if you have anything you want to explore in LeanIX, please let me know. Okay, and I'll start with a demo presentation. Yeah. So that agenda for today is trying to understand what is LeanIX and why LeanIX, who are the users of LeanIX, and we will try to have a walkthrough on the workspace just to explore what all things are there in LeanIX and how to navigate within LeanIX. Okay. So yeah, going to the so what is LeanIX? So the purpose, what is it? So it's as you guys know, it's a market leader for enterprise architecture management. Helps drive modernization of IT landscape and business transformations. So Yeah, so how LeanIX actually helps is like it gives a real-time visibility to the IT landscape of an organization, like what all applications are being used, which organization is using, what kind of business capability are these applications are helping to support. So, like, if you see an organization, there will be different verticals like HR, sales, marketing, and so on, right? And each section or each vertical might have different need, different applications which they want to use. So this Linux as an tool helps to visualize what all is the IT landscape of that organization. What are the verticals? Which are the applications being used? What are the business capability these applications are helping? What are the IT components which are being the software, the hardware which are being used? So a real-time visibility of the entire landscape. That's what this tool is aiming to help and achieve for an organization. So yeah, for this they use different architectural objects they call. These are nothing but applications, IT components, business capabilities, like different fact sheets. So we will, when I go through the Linux portal, I will try to explain those. What are the fact sheet, what is fact sheet, and how these fact sheet interact with each other, all those stuff. So one thing you need to know is that Linux as a tool, it's an application-oriented tool. Okay, so everything is connecting somewhere with the application. Uh, uh, so I will explain more when we get to that part. So yeah. What does Linux help to achieve? Like it enables data-driven decision making, effective cost of optimization, risk management strategies. So how data driven decision, effective cost optimization. Like let's say that the company is using a number of softwares and uh, they only need maybe a limited number of software licenses, but they are already paying for a difference of 10 or 50 licenses. So there is a cost difference, right? Like the company is spending money on licenses which they don't require. So Linux as a tool helps to identify these gaps within the organization. Like, okay, there are only 10 members in a team which are requiring 10 licenses, but currently we have 25 licenses. So 50 licenses are just uh, money wasted in that licenses, right? So these kind of details Linux helps to solve within organization. Then yeah, then the benefit is like transparency. That's what they are aiming for. Like it will show, it will try to able you to understand how the IT landscape and the business landscape is looking inside your organization. It helps in making decisions which are for any IT investment which may impact the company. Then rationalization, which is like identifying redundant applications which are nearing end of life, which may be very critical for any operation within the organization to identify those kind of applications which are existing. Then alignment in the sense it connects IT assets to business capabilities. Like if you have different IT assets within your organization, which business capability, like as I said, different verticals like HR, sales, marketing. So who are using these? Who are the application owners? Who are actively using these? These kind of insights Linux tries to provide. So yeah, that's what the main benefit of Linux is. Then let's see who are the users. So I understand that here we have like two enterprise architects. No, I think Ravi is enterprise architect. Sanjay, I'm not sure. Sorry, I forgot. So yeah. So what does enterprise architects uh, achieve using Linux? It helps them to design and maintain a target architecture. So it also, so when I say target architecture, if a company is looking for a digital transformation, they might have a access architecture, which might be not meeting their digital transformation needs. So, uh, for an enterprise architect, it helps them to visualize their access architecture and the target architecture. So, how one can move from their access landscape to a target landscape which they are trying to achieve. So to do this, it helps to map the dependencies between systems, different systems, like from the source to the consumer. They try to understand each level of players in between that. That is what, as a user, as an enterprise architect, how LeanIX helps. As an application owner, as I said, it helps to track the life cycle and compliance of that application. So application, as you know, there are SaaS applications, there are on-prem applications like so on and so forth. And these might have end of life. There might be new updates coming with new compliance being met. So to track these, Linux helps to do that. So different versions of applications are being run in the entire organization. Some might be like older versions, which needs to be updated to the newer ones. So Linux is trying to identify these, which are the older ones, which are entering end of lives or are being slowly nearing the end of life period and all. So this helps the application owner to manage an ERP lifecycle. Then for IT portfolio managers, it helps to rationalize the application. So as I said, there are applications reaching end of lives. Then these IT portfolio managers can identify these applications and they can stop using those. So this helps to save money. So those kind of stuff the IT portfolio manager can do. Then what the business stakeholders can do is they can uh, align with the IT, align IT with the business. It's like a link business capability to their IT systems. Then for CIO and CTO, it helps them to gain transparency of their landscape so that they can approve the budget and or they can do some strategy decisions when they are looking for a digital transformation. So these are the main uses of the Linux. Then, yeah, going to the meta model. Yeah,
Arun,
Ravi, please.
yeah. So when you said, right, the new releases, it can also manage new releases and all that. So how does
Mhm.
LeanIX get the information on the new releases? Is it connecting to the external applications?
Yes, there is something called reference catalog within Linux. So it's like Linux
Hmm.
maintains this reference catalog. So whenever you create a fact sheet, like an application fact sheet, it is linked to a reference catalog and it will pop up that, okay, this application is nearing end of life. When I show, let me try to show you this within inside and within inside Linux. So yeah, so this is how the Linux will look like. To answer your question, I'm just going 2, 3 steps ahead. Okay. So when you have an application within Linux, you can see the life cycle of that application. Okay, so here you can see when this application was phased in, when this was active, this was phased out, and end of life. So this information is being captured from a reference catalog, which is already maintained by within Linux. But for
Hmm.
if the application is very familiar to the industry, it will be there. But some applications might be uh, like uh, uh, customized, right? But for those applications, you might have to manually enter these life cycles. You can add these states so that you can identify, like in a report or something. If you look at an rationalization landscape report for applications, you can see, okay, which are applications are nearing end of life, phase out, like that.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that is how Linux helps. We will get to that slowly because I don't want to like show everything now, but maybe start slowly with that. Okay. Uh, so yeah. So another thing to know about Linux is it has different levels or architectural objects. Okay. So this is how these architectural objects are shown in Linux. So they are under different sections like strategy and transformation, business architecture, application data architecture, and technical architecture. So these architectural objects, they call it as fact sheets, and each fact sheets will have sections and different attributes, which which can be collected from the reference catalog or manually added by someone who is using Linux. Okay. And as I said, these Linux is heavily based on heavily centered on applications. So if you see the next slide, you can see each fact sheets are interconnected with one another in some way. Okay. So let's say business capability and provider. There is no direct connection, but it is connected through IT components, which is connected to applications. Then it is connected to business capability. Okay. So this is how the relationship works. We will try to go in depth on this. We will try to understand how it is there and all. Okay. Now I will just go to the Linux portal. Okay. So once you log in, this is how Linux will show to you. So they have dashboard, inventory, report, diagram, different tabs are there. And in the more section, you'll have different other sections also. Okay. We will for today for the this demo, we will just see what dashboard, inventory, report, and diagrams are. We'll not try to go in depth. I'll just try to show what these tabs contain. Okay. So dashboards are nothing but it captures all the metrics as reports and all. So when you open, you can directly see how the performance of the applications are or which application is reaching end of life. Nothing has been configured here. So this is just a how you get it when you have Linux installed in your system. Okay. So yeah, we can customize dashboard. We can have different type of dashboards. You can edit the dashboard. There are some predefined dashboards which shows application portfolio management, application rationalization. So these things will help you to understand which are reaching end of life, which are nearing phase out. So obsolete risk management. So these kind of predefined dashboards are there, but you can also customize it as per your requirement. Okay, so that's the dashboard for you. Then inventory. This is the main part of Linux. As I was saying, there were different fact sheets, and these are the types. And so this is how Linux works. Like we have to each fact sheet contains a lot of information, a lot of sections and attributes, which collect so many details about this particular application. So if I go to an application, for example, this IC management, there are a lot of things here. We will go one by one when I'm explaining each fact sheet. But as far as for the demo purpose, I'll stick to what are the sections so information. This is one section. Dependency. This is one section. So inside these sections, there are different attributes. Like it aims to capture what is the name of this application, a small description about the application, life cycle of the application. This is one important area where if you fill out this application, it helps to create reports, it helps in diagrams, all those stuff. So this is one of the important stuff. Now, there is another thing called a relationship explorer. So when I maximize this, you can see that as I said, each application is related to each application fact sheet, or the fact sheet is related to different type of fact sheets, right? So here you can see that they are linked to two business capabilities. Okay, it is linked to one organization which is using this application. There is a data object that is for employee. So organization is USA, data object is employee. So what kind of interface it is providing, that is this AC management to HR admin, and four IT components, which is supporting this uh, application. So like this, we can, there is a relationship explorer, which helps you to understand how this application is related to different other fact sheets, okay? Like IT components and which I was showing. Now, okay, so then the other details like here we saw successor as AC management cloud, right? So here we can, this has been populated here. That's why it is being shown here. So these kind of fields, right? Like some of them, like not everything will not be there in the reference catalog, but most of the fields can be populated. And but some of them needs to be manually updated here. Where the edit option or add option, we can directly add it here. Then there is like a different like portfolio strategy, time classification, 6R classification. If the company is using these, we can uh, add these. This again helps in the creating the reports and visually showing what is the time classification. Uh, so as you see, this is the successor for this application is cloud, right? So here time classification is migrate. So this my application is being migrated to the cloud. So that's how it is being captured here. Okay. Then like different strategies, if they are using risk and complexity, how risky is it? Is how many like risk element is that this application is being used by a lot of people in the organization. Then it becomes a high risk application. So those kind of things we can capture here. Okay, then yeah, projects, initiatives, which all projects it's being used for, those kind of things like business support, how critical this application is for the business functional, how for the business. Is it a mission critical one? So as I said, if many people are using it, it means it's a mission critical one. Functional fit, it depends on the application is. So yeah, so different attributes are there, and you can the more you populate it, you can see that the percentage it will show, and altogether it will show the total percentage of this fact sheet. I yeah. So I think George,
I,
you just joined.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes. I have a question.
yeah.
Can we collect this data, what we are checking here in the fact sheet from system ACC? How we can connect? Can we connect with this with BTP? I think
So
we
okay,
have
so how
BTP
you're
real.
you're you're maybe asking like how Linux identifies these softwares within your organization, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So
Can
the
we connect? Yes, yes, yes. I just can we connect this with BTP or BTP real in this example to check it?
uh, so yeah. So what this software does is like once you install this within your organization, it will crawl does a crawler within your entire IT infrastructure, and it will identify these like different applications which are being used. So once you have that, like once you set up Linux, uh, and it will search for all the applications or IT components within your system across the organization, and it will create a catalog for that. And a person like for a company, there will be a person who is a Linux expert there, and he has to manually or he has to look at the reference catalog. Like let's see this application. I see AC management is there in your system. Okay, so Linux will identify this. Uh, how it does it, I'm not that sure, but uh, the way it is that it will automatically identify this once you install this Linux software in your system, and it will link to the reference catalog. So a person like a Linux expert will be there in your company, and he will have to map it out. So he will, okay, he will look at AC management. Is it there? Yes, it is there. Then he will have to, if there is a section to tick it out, then it will capture all the details from the like the life cycle, all those stuff. So that is how these applications get captured for an organization. Okay, so reference catalog is nothing but there's a catalog within Linux where almost all like majority of application which are known or broadly in the like in the industry are there already. So it will connect with the names, the provider, all those kind of attributes. It will try to connect and it will show it up. Maybe during the later sessions, I might be able to show it. I'm not sure. Like how much setup we have it for our LeanIX. But Sai, when we have that servers or workspace activated for the training purpose, then maybe I can have a look at it. Okay. So George, maybe during that time, I will show like how these applications are being identified by LeanIX. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This is this is one application fact sheet. Similarly, there are different fact sheets, which is catering for different purpose. Okay. Now, if I go to reports here, by default, there are different reports you can create, like application landscape, application landscape using time classification. So these are the pre-existing ones. So this is for my current company. So I don't want to like show more because these are okay. I'm just showing it as a because we have not set up the workspace for the training purpose. That's why I'm just showing this. Okay. So yeah, here the different report types are there, like landscape, metrics, portfolio. So whatever you require, you can create it within. And for the application portfolio management, there is another preset reports which we can generate. Technology risk compliance. So different type of or pre-existing reports are already there. We will try to create them, and we will try to analyze how it's being created and which all fields are being used from different fact sheets. We'll try to look at that. Okay. Then there is like diagrams. Now, diagrams is another important thing for LeanIX. So there are three ways to do it. So that is data flow, redraw, and Lucidchart integration. So there is integration with Lucidchart also, but it is provided that you have the subscription for that. So if you have the module installed, then only it will be available. So what is free draw? Data flow and free draw. So data flow is like as I showed, this different fact sheets are there. Then maybe when we go to the creating the diagrams, I will show. Um, so, so how data flow works is like you can you can start linking any objects or shapes with uh, with an application. So like say AC management, if I insert it directly, it will create that. And
Arun,
yeah,
yeah, can I import these application value chains from outside? Like I might have it in Eris. Can I import these diagrams?
diagrams. Yes, you
Yeah.
can import them, but it only supports in some certain formats. Like I think the for like not all of them you
BPM
can import.
BPMN2 formats?
I think yeah these kind of okay export. I think if it is a diagram, not .NET format, I think you can import it. Like you can import it as an image also, which is fine. But the interactive features might not be there. So we need to see which all can be imported to that. But as far as I know, this diagram.net is the format which is being used. So if you know draw.io, so
Hmm.
that's how it is. That's the background which is being used here also.
Okay.
So
Uh, sorry to digress a little, but I just wanted to check when like when you were explaining, right? You also said that, right? LeanIX also keeps a tab on what is the usage that happens of particular application. So
use
Yeah.
Okay. When I say usage, it means how many how many people are using it. Those kind of usage I meant, not the
Yeah,
yeah. Tell me.
yeah, that's correct, right? That will show the license consumption, correct?
Yeah. It can show which uh, okay. I'll make a note of this. Let me check it out also. I believe it is there, but let me confirm this. Okay. So you're asking like how many people are using it, how many licenses are being used, like that, right?
Yeah.
Those
For
kind of
example, I have 50
hmm,
FUEs,
hmm.
and how much is my how much of my FUEs are getting consumed, so that I can look at what credits I can get additionally, right?
Okay. So yeah, so that may be different modules. Might have to look into that. But yeah,
Mm.
this is something which is I believe it is possible. But yeah, let me check it out. I'll be honest, I'm not fluent with all the features. As I said, my expertise is into fact sheets and mostly.
Mm.
So
Mm.
yeah,
Mm.
so these kind of stuff, uh, some exploration. I need time to do that also.
No worries. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so yeah, so as I was saying, data flow, it's not an interact, it's more directly you can start linking it to its dependencies. So this is the application. This is the, I believe, it is the fact sheet. If you open it, you can understand what kind of fact sheet it is. Okay, this is HR application. Again, if you go, it will further expand into different application which is being used within the organization across different regions like payroll, Europe. And these lines, they indicate the interfaces which are being used for this. Okay, so this kind of diagrams you can create, that is data flow. Now the other one, I will show the free draw also. I think I have an example for that. Yeah. So free draw is when you have when you know the architecture, you can create it using different icons, and you can link them different how it is being pushed from the provider to the consumer. So these kind of diagrams you can create in free draw. Okay. So that's the major difference between data flow and free draw diagrams. So here you can see if you know the provider, you want to create different template, how the ASIS architecture is or the target architecture is. Those kind of stuff you can do it in diagrams. Okay. We'll expand more on this. Okay. So yeah, then to-dos and surveys are collaborative tools within LeanIX, where we can assign some to-dos to yourself, or you can do surveys. So I think Ravi, you asked the question of how many people are using it, right? So surveys can be used to identify how many people are using a particular license within the team. So those kind of surveys you can set up and
Okay.
hello,
Okay.
yeah, and you can identify that. Yeah. So
What is the service itself? You said.
there is echo coming from my end. I didn't catch the part. Service, you are asking about service, isn't?
Yes.
So yeah, so surveys we will go in depth to it, but surveys are to create. So you want to understand how many applications are being used within the organization or any vertical, right? So you can create surveys if you have this option within your LeanIX module, then you can create surveys and you can send them out to the team, and for the team to look at it, and they can update like, okay, I need these many applications. These are critical for my operations and all. So those kind of surveys options is there. That's what I must say. So this helps to identify which okay it depends, right, what kind of service you want to do. For a HR organization, you want to know how many applications are being used and which are important for them. So you create a survey, and there is when you click on new survey, you can maybe it is not set up here. So you can put all the information like what needs to be clicked and all. We'll explore this more for the demo purpose. I'm just going hovering over this. Yeah, so that is LeanIX portal, how the portal looks like, and we covered these things. And yeah, so maybe here we will here it's a search bar where we can search for the fact sheets or whatever it is. Then this is the product updates, like whatever features or updates are being given, we can find it here. This is the support button. Here is the question mark. This is where you can find LeanIX Academy for the certifications and all. You can go to the certification, the documentations and all. You can find it here. And this is the it will show you what kind of user role you have, and the settings and administration settings. If you have different workspace, you can switch between them, and you can invite different users to within your organization to LeanIX if they join newly. The admin has the role to invite the users. So I will also go with different. I will try to explain the next sessions like a different what are the different roles within LeanIX. Like there is admin, member, and viewer. So what are the access they have? What all things they can do within the portal? Those sort of stuff also we'll try to cover it in the next sessions. Okay. Yeah. So if you have any doubts or any concerns or any clarifications or as I said, like any sessions, any particular things you want to explore within LeanIX, please let me know. We can discuss that, and for the next session, I will try to mm, uh, yeah put together it, and we can discuss that.
I have a little question. What
Okay.
is the price of the SAP LeanIX? The
For LeanIX,
price.
I think that will depend like the module which you are selecting. I'm not sure about the exact price. That will be decided by the organization. Like it is management level decision which needs to be taken. As a pricing point, I'm not sure about that.
Using trials, can we have all the functionalities or just a little part?
Again, yeah, it will depend on the module you select. Like there is like application relationship module, like different modules are there, and that you need to talk to a LeanIX customer engineer. Those are the people who will explain those details to you. So if a company is trying to have LeanIX added to their portfolio, then that's a separate section, the department itself who's taking care of that. I have no zero knowledge on that. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.